Welcome, my people. Good to see you on this fine Thursday. Hope the week has been going well. Hope you guys are all doing well. Anybody that's currently tuned in, we are back with another roulette journey mode. That's what I wanted to say, and my words went everywhere. Um, I spent all evening yesterday and this morning as well chasing. Hello, Sammy. How you doing, mate? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I spent all evening yesterday and this morning, literally getting mods back as far as TSW2, having that break my game one way or another, having to cut in the little bits of information out, basically clean, fresh install the game, reinstall all the mods, and now they all work together. The game works better than it ever has. Loaded with mods. Going back as far as TSW2. So what works well together, what doesn't work together, we're gonna find out as a team, because I there's just no way that it all will work super smoothly without any issues at all. So you know, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I need to keep resizing this every time because my window changes size. So, anyway, that's good to hear, Sammy. How's the missus? How's the pup? Hope all is well, man. Hope work's going well as well. Right, let's give the wheel a spin. See where we land. I don't have an idea. I'm looking at OBS because I don't want to look at the wheel itself and then know like what else is around or what it could have been, you know. The DBBR 155. You know what? Before I actually go forward with this, let me take my behind to the TSW wiki and see exactly where the DB155 fit in. Now I know it's got services on RS. Like I think it initially came for RSN. Ignored, and it had its own little timetable there, and I know since then it's featured as a layer on other routes, but I think it only ever had a journey mode on RSN, which I know I've completed. So it says routes ignored and Bremen Oldenburg as well. So I have a little gander of Bremen Oldenburg. I'm not expecting a journey mode for it here, because Bremen Oldenburg came out after. Yeah, so it's just Super Bremen Bros. Doesn't have its own dedicated. Actually, you know what? To be fair, it does have its own little section here. So now, do I do only no? Because I can't. No, because this is Bremen Oldenburg. This isn't Press 155 stuff. And what it is that the Press 155 DLC was part of Bremen Old. It's not a separate DLC. So that is for the red DLC that came with this route. And I don't know, I've got two journey modes. Reverse ignored basically. And I can see that it never even came with its own journey mode at all. So I'm gonna leave that one. And the Bremen Oldenburg 155 is part of Bremen Oldenburg. So I'm gonna remove this one. And we spin again. That's good. Oh, bless her, Sammy. That's good to hear that that they're doing well. Please do send my regards as well. The game's the game. There are better options. But I'll do it. It needs to be done. Let's go. It's a good route. There's actually nothing super wrong with it. It's literally just the fact that I've got personal beef with it because of like my situation with it wasting my time. I don't actually have an issue doing it. It's actually a good route. It's a very, very well done route. Very well detailed route. And the train is actually like not difficult to drive. It's actually pretty sweet. Right, well, so we've got route announcements sorry, weather, live weather on. Here's my DLC folder in case anyone thought I was kidding. Here are the mods. All of these, we're still going, right up to here. All of these are mods. Every single independent file is a different mod. Every single independent file. Now, what's great about this is as it stands, I have 287 items selected. And once I do these, that brings up to 296. Now, I know there are some hidden within the TS2 prototype line. These ones. That's 301. Boom. New title. 300 plus DLCs. And it's not even a joke. It's not even a lie. It's not even like pushing the boundaries. 300 plus mods. Jesus Christ. How are we gonna... Anyway, we'll see. We never did discuss Stranger Things, Sammy. And I literally said it on the evening stream that day. It was American Trucks. And I was like, oh my God, like, we never spoke about Stranger Things. Because I had some things to say. Do you remember what you said? Now we're going to need some jump cabling and jump start in here. Do you remember what you said, Sammy, that triggered me to say, oh, there's some things I want to say about Stranger Things? Because I really need that. I really need that. $300 plus mods. Yes, baby. There we go. Thank you very much. Done. And do the same on YouTube as well. Now, what is this going to actually change in terms of viewership? I don't know. Let's find out. There's only a couple of Gross and if you. Now listen, it's like it's the game's the game, right? It's principle. Oh my God, I still got the rolling chat. Sorry. The game's the game. You know, like this is my way of variety. You know, providing variety. Why didn't the thumbnail appear? Bastard. Where's my cool little spinny reel thumbnail? I've got to do on this PC. Wow, YouTube really didn't do anything for my titles and stuff. Okay. Not my title, but my thumbnails, and some other stuff as well. Move. 100 plus mods, capital letters, exclamation mark. That should do the trick. Ah, the writing. God damn it. I felt really strongly about something. Maybe when I get my coffee down, it'll come back to me. But I felt really strongly, and now I don't remember what I felt strongly about. I don't think I remember. Also, the bitrate is lower now. That means that perhaps let me have a little gander here myself. Yeah, see this. I'll be very honest with you. I'm not happy with this quality. I'll keep it real. I'm not happy with this quality. But hopefully, if I just go back on Twitch real quick, because this is what triggered me to mess with my bitrate. Oh, I keep doing this, but out of habit. Channel. Right, so if I go here, okay, so now people actually have an option in terms of what quality they'd like to watch the stream in. And also, it looks so much better here than it does on YouTube. Oh my God. I don't know why that is. It looks... oh no, the Matrix has begun. Oh no. Oh no. Right, before I get sucked in and never come out. Oh man. Yeah, you know what? Let me get into the driving. Let me start driving, so that my mind's not like split in 8 different ways. And then I will try and locate what I was referring to. I have finished watching it. All the seasons, all the episodes. I've done all of that. And so I'm speaking from a place of validity, if I can say that, right? The place I'm speaking from is valid. My opinion is valid. So also what I learned actually before I even like let me even prefix whatever I say by saying that yesterday I saw a reel of like one of the behind the scenes footage, and one of the staff, well, I don't know what she did exactly, but you could tell she worked on set. She was like, "Oh, we're on episode whatever whatever, and da 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 da." But we don't know, like nobody knows the ending. The ending hasn't been written yet. This was the last season. They're recording one of the episodes in the last season, and they don't know how it's gonna end. Nobody knew how it was gonna end. So some people had like a theory of, oh, like it's all part of the plan and and all this like conspiracy. They had no clue what they were doing themselves. You're tripping on a Thursday morning, Sammy. You know what, lad? You go, man. You go. Can you? Okay, if you're like tripping, yeah. Can you? So there was a selection of music that I was listening to yesterday, and it made me feel like I was gone. And I was thinking to myself, wow, listening to this while high must be like, oh my God, that was loud. Must be like magic. And I'm trying to find that YouTube music is a little bit tough in terms of just give me my listen history, where can I find like, yeah, recently played, but it's not actually what I recently played. Really annoying. Did I search it? Okay. So basically, yeah, I was on YouTube Music and I started with the song called Chamber of Reflection, which I think I might have accidentally started playing. Nope, good. Chamber of Reflection by Mac DeMarco. That's like the cover of it. It's just him in a hat. And basically, I let YouTube Music does what the YouTube Music does really well is that it continues the vibe, the flow of what you're listening to without you sort of having a cue. And so I just sort of let it do its thing. And man, so it was just playing the genre, and there's it's like what jazz does to you, but tweaked. It just takes your emotion somewhere else. Don't get me started on the conformity gate theory, so the fan base is insufferable. Listen, I hear it, Sammy. There was yeah, they tried hard, let's be honest, they tried. But I think that itself was a sign that, uh, this ain't great. The fact that you lot are having to like cling on to strings, like really, really, really cling on to strings here. I think that's a sign that this isn't, it's not it. It's just not it. Um, and let's not even mention the most obvious part of that final season, where because it's 2026, they had to, well, 2025, I guess technically, they had to throw in, the usual that had nothing to do with anything that was going on. Yeah, it wasn't, considering how great, well, in my opinion, the rest of it has been in terms of like the other seasons. As a finale, season 4 could have. It was 5 seasons, right, in total. Season 4 would have done the job. I think season 4 would have done the job just fine. Season 4 was epic, like actually epic, like goosebumps epic, like oh my God, this is crazy epic. Yeah, yeah. I think you're always gonna have that for anything. I think that exists for anything, and it's just one of those things where you don't see it because you're not involved in it. If that makes sense. Like I don't really see any K-pop stuff, but oh my God, I know those guys are crazy, absolutely insane, and because I started a new. It's not a completely new game, but because of the reinstall, some things are gonna be odd. Um, we'll see as we go. For now, I think everything looks okay, but when things start looking funny, we'll go from there. I completely forgot this had this had a separate break. Yeah. It's just honestly a lot of the time it's just a bunch of kids, but what worries me sometimes is there are adults that like to get involved in that, and I don't know, man, whether it's the drama, whether it's the hype, whether it's just I don't know, they want something to be excited about. It was just so unnecessary and annoying. Like Instagram did that thing where it force feeds you what it thinks is your algorithm when you like one or two videos of something, and I liked one or two Stranger Things reels, and they just started just shoving it down, shoveling it down my throat, and it was so cringe. I immediately like intentionally changed my algorithm immediately just to stop seeing that content because it was just so cringe, so cringe. Hello, Cora. How you doing? Good to see you again. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Yeah. And the wasting of times. Like when Max and Holly were like about to break out basically, and they like escape together, and they're just yapping. Like in the previous episode or one before, they showed Max like barely missing her exit so that she could wake up. And now here's another opportunity for her to get out of there, and they're just going on and on and on and on. Huh. There were so many frustrating bits, and then this stupid conversation with whatever the idiots' names are, when the room was melting, when they were stuck on like the top floor of that room, and Nancy tried to shoot that thing. It's such a stupid conversation, and it just dragged. It dragged. Driving a class 805 in Roblox on what? Cora, SCR or British Rail? British Railway. I don't know whether it's British Railway or British Rail. I think it's British Rail. British Railway. Good man. Good man. Now look, people are allowed to like what they like. Yeah, that's completely fine. Some people prefer SCR. I'm not gonna hate you for it. Okay. However, come on. If you're looking for a good trains, like the closest thing you're going to come to train simulation is British Rail. If you just want to muck around with the train games, no worries, do SCR, and there are other ones as well. There's a Polish one as well that's actually pretty good, and you know, all of that good stuff. But you can't play SCR and say it's realistic, or I don't know. For me, it's not enjoyable because there's no physics, the sounds are whack. The only good thing about it are the routes and the announcements. Everything else is trash. The graphics, trash. Physics, trash. Sounds of the trains, trash. And they only just brought in pantograph functionality, and that's what people are losing their minds about. Let's not. 1.4 British Railway. I've seen like pictures that they've teased here and there. Oh, nice. I've seen pictures that they've teased here and there, but I don't think I understand exactly what's coming, like what's changing. It's massive. Okay, talk to me. What's like Yeah, talk to me. Drop me the tea because I'm intrigued. If it's massive and it's for British Rail, I have high expectations. I'll be honest. I have higher expectations than I've ever had for Train Sim World. So, what we saying? Also, I have a weird feeling that at least for yesterday's stream, what's that thing that platforms do sometimes when they don't push your content? Like they specifically, intentionally prevent your content from being seen. Not blacklisted. It's like there's a term for it. There's a term for it. But I whatever it is, I felt like YouTube did that to me yesterday. Right. Distance units should be feet, isn't it? What do we use in the UK, Sammy? Short tons or long tons? Not a clue. Yeah, bro. I've every like American Truck Sim, Euro Truck Sim, this game. Anytime I see it, I'm like, I don't know exactly what we use. I don't even know which one's which. Like in terms of like Imperial and the other one, metric. I actually don't know which one's which. I know one's kilometers, for example. One does miles, but I don't know which one's which. Basically, the entire core of the map is getting redone. Whoa, the Fairline is getting redone. That one I don't know off by heart. I think I've driven there maybe. Hello, Mr. Irish leprechaun guy. Is that offensive? Shadowban, thank you. Yeah, because usually. Anyway, yeah, I think I've been shadowbanned. I'm gonna keep an eye on it before I speculate any further. But I get this sense that at least the stream yesterday was shadow banned. I don't know if I am and like all my streams will be or are, but yeah, yesterday was sus. Thank you, Sammy, as well. You know, there's different versions of tonnage. There's a lot of when it comes to like measurement units. There's a lot of different types of things. Fairland rework, getting semaphores. Oh, cool. Preston to Bellman rework includes Leeton. They confirm Leeton is 100 miles an hour past 3 tracks. I don't know if I get to try them, Cora, because like I don't play. So whenever I do play, all I can do is drive the pacer. I'm very limited. Nabil's gonna help me out, but I don't know what happens to that plan. Nabil has like my entire like Roblox account. Fleetwood redone, unknown 3-track station. This is a new diesel extension coming which accepts a long consists. Nice, very cool. Okay, that might give me an excuse then to come back to it. I only really dip into Roblox when there's something new. Otherwise, it will just be on a random day or a random evening. I'll just play like some weeks ago. Is there any ETA on when this update will be released? No, I know your name is King Irish, but of course I'm not going to call you King Irish. We don't do that here. Okay. Oh, snap. Alright, maybe I have forgotten. Oh, snap. Maybe I have forgotten how to drive this. I just realized how close we are to the platform. And this is like a useless platform as well. It's like super tiny for no reason. Oh god, this is horrible. I was locked in on chat. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised they even let me like stop there. But yeah, apparently this is like this is for like it's a stop for employees of like whatever this area is, whatever's going on over here. That's why it's like super short. It just serves like one purpose. How are we going to be here for 4 minutes? This is embarrassing. I'm going to have to just look at myself and my failure here for 4 minutes. I guess it is what it is. Weight and measurements in the UK are a mess. Fuel is in gallons, milk is in pints, water in liters. It's all liquids. I know, right? Entire mill bridge is getting redone. No ETM, and most likely Q1. Hopefully. I would actually like to. This is the thing, Cora. I come back to Roblox. I'll play it. I'll enjoy it. And I'll say, you know what? I need to do this more often. And then I don't do it more often. Whether I play, I've said that while playing British Rail. I've said that while playing Croydon. I've said that while playing the Polish like free roam type of game. And I genuinely do mean it when I say it. Like I really do mean it. But how the hell do I fit in Roblox into my schedule? Class 230 XD stock. Huh? Not the D stock that's very dear to my heart, right? Surely not. Oh my god, my parcel's being delivered today. God damn it. I'm gonna have to have one headphone out. And it's by Every as well. Estimated delivery time 7 to 9 p.m. Are you guys off? Is it good crack or bad crack that you're smoking? What mean 7 to 9 p.m., boss? But usually they'll narrow it down the closer it gets to time, isn't it? So I should be okay to have my headphones on. Oh, do I trust that though? No. No, I don't. Oh, there's another delivery I've got as well. This one's a bit more important. I know they're both important, to be fair. Between 9:20 a.m. and 1:20 p.m. Oh, on Friday. Right, Friday. So I'm not worried about you. So it's the other one. Okay, that's okay. God is a big God. Oh yeah, right. Class 230. That was why I actually picked up my phone to even see that email. Right, class 230 train. Oh my God. Oh, that's why we're posted here. But what is it? Is it the same D stock that ran on the underground, or is it like is it this one? Is it this type of D stock? Hold on, bear with me. Focus. Right, is it like that one, or is it the underground one, or is it this one? This is my baby. Doing your personal review, Dan? Like what? Like a work review? They took it directly from the D stock, the cars. Right, but the D stock, which D stock? The not the underground one, right? The other one, the one like we've got in this game in Island Line. So much waffle. I like that. He just wants to get down to business. That's the kind of attitude I like. Well, why waste time waffling when time is passing? There's things to be done. Okay, don't from the Island Line. Okay, fine. That's cool. That's fine. The only game where I've been able to get anywhere close to the underground D stock, which was very dear to my heart, was the what was the other one that looked like it? There was another one that looked like it on the underground that ran on the Hammersmith, that ran on the Circle Line, which featured in World of Subways 3, and now World of Subways is delisted. So unless there's a torrent of it somewhere, you won't be able to get your hands on it, which I'm very sad about. So yeah, I'm always very excited whenever I hear D stock. I'm still hoping. I still have faith. I still have hope that I'll get to experience it. It's my dream route for this game. That's my dream route. But I wouldn't want it to be done now if it's going to be done by certain developers. Nor do I really want it to be added onto this core. Shocked that I'm running as many mods as I am. Leeton, Central Station, Bears getting right. Leeton is where like everyone meets up, right? Like everyone, like almost every service goes through there. This is how little I've done there myself, Cora. From what I've earned, all I've been able to do is I think buy a repaint if I've done even that for the pacer, and then just buy the necessary routes or the lines or the parts of the map to have the longest service. I forgot exactly what it is, but I bought what I needed to buy to do the longest service in that game, and that's it. I've got no more money left. So that gives you an idea of how little I've played it. But even from the little that I've played it, I've really, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I just want to write, I do my job, pay me more. And you know what, Dan? Yeah, you're genuinely in a position to do that, boss. I think you've earned it, I think. You've earned the audacity to make that request. Pardon me. And ultimately, it will be the company's investment to pay you more. Moving away from the pace of the slowest section would be once you get intercity and can run the longest route. No, but I can run the longest route already. That's the one, I think. Can't is it possible to do that with a pacer? I'm sure it is. I've done it. If it's not possible with a pacer, then maybe it was another one. But yeah, I remember like chat was helping me with like the longest route, and then they told me, and then I bought all the sections that I needed to run it. For the listen, honestly, it just takes time in. Like for Croydon, for example, whenever I stream that, somehow I get found very, very quickly by the devs, and they don't do it anymore. But when I first started streaming it, they just gave me like a bunch of money, and I've been able to buy like all the buses I want to drive. But I don't seem to have that same fortune when it comes to British Rail, unfortunately. Would be very cool, but I honestly don't mind the grind, genuinely. This is the thing, Cora. These experiences on Roblox. If I was in secondary school, I like going back to my secondary school brain and my secondary school self. These games were my dream. Something I could just download on my system, didn't need to be super powerful, and replicates reality. Oh my god. I would have put in honestly, an ungodly and dangerous amount of hours into Roblox. If it did come out while I was in secondary school, it would have been dangerous. It would have legit been dangerous. Sorry, these stops are terrible. I'm not really locked in. I think that was my sort of strategy, if I remember correctly, because I want to like there are other trains that I want to drive there. So I think that was my strategy: do the longest route, get the most money, rinse and repeat. But obviously, when I'm not playing, it doesn't really mean anything. But hopefully, 1.4. You said 1.4, right? Hopefully, 1.4 is an opportunity that I'll take to come back into the game. I'm aware that the SimRail beta dropped, but to drive without multiplayer is just a bit of a strange concept for me when it comes to SimRail. And I've never been the guy to be super bothered about multiplayer in games, but like that was its, for me, standout feature. And without it, there's just no point, in my opinion, to be completely honest. What's the BMU function? Any starter, right? Let me tell you guys something. Don't think this is like a regular TSW thing. Any of these starters could bring a crash. Any of them. We're on the edge. We are on the absolute edge. Also, reinstall, shaders being cached, all of that good stuff. So, yeah. Expect a lot of starters over the next probably month, to be completely honest. What I do is sit in my private server so no one gets in my way. Oh, that's a good idea. Do you have to pay for a private server? How does that happen? Because I've been held back by some bots, man. Just absolute bots. Just getting in the way for the sake of getting in the way, honestly. I like SCR or sounds launch. Oh, bro, SCR is so I'll be honest, it's trash. I do think it's trash. I try to avoid being extreme in terms of describing things, but bro, SCR is trash. If it was the only option, fine. But British Rail has showed what's possible. And sorry, I just don't understand how SCR can be so much better in terms of like player count and rating and stuff like that. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. That was a hell of a starter, Sammy. It won't be the last one. I say that with full confidence. You'll actually feel the difference whether you're running either diesel or electric mode. Ah, but see that comes down to the physics. That comes down to the physics. The physics for that on that game, for what it is, are incredible. Just like the suspension on Croydon, the buses now have suspension. I think so. I don't know whether it's some of them or all of them. But oh my god, it looks incredible. For Roblox, you know, of course, something like OMSI, you'd expect that. The bus, you'd expect that. But for Roblox? Nah. Really, Coro? Is that like the straw that broke the camel's back for you? But it's attention to detail, though, isn't it? Attention to detail goes a long way, man. And that's why, to me, SCR isn't meant to replicate. It's not meant to be a train sim. And I use the word train sim very relative to Roblox. It's not meant to be a train sim. It's a train game. It's a good train game. That's what SCR is. Whereas British Rail actually attempts to replicate being a train driver and what comes with that. BR private servers are free. I had no clue. I could host like our own one. That would be cool, I guess, if I'm streaming it. They can run both OHLE and diesel engine. That's very sick that they have that mechanism. And the crazy thing is, I've now forgotten what those are, but there were multiple things that they did that were more realistic than how those things are implemented in TSW. That was another thing that impressed me. I've long forgot. That shows how long it's been. Because even when I last played, I don't think I played it. I played Croydon Bus. I played some ship games, and I don't know, man, some other crap. But yeah, it's been a while since I've actually played British Rail itself. And especially when you see with that Dovetail Games went to Roblox, and then you see the path they took. Anyway, that's arguably a different matter altogether. Internet on PC crashed again. Oh no. You're not able to get a like wow. Woo-hoo. Are you not able to get an Ethernet connection? You actually feel the difference if you're driving on the diesel engine over the OHLE. I think I read that already. Did I? Why do I feel like I read that already? I think I just run that you said all those other trains can run on both diesel and electric. Can't do Ethernet. Wi-Fi is rough, man. And the annoying thing is about it is there's actually not really much you can do. Like I've got gigabit internet, so the speed itself is not a problem. But if I was on Wi-Fi, I can't do anything about the latency. All the speed means is when the latency is fine, it's a good experience. But it's not going to change the latency. Nor is it going to change the range. And yeah, you can use an extender, but it's not going to hit the same. Sort it out now. Well, see, I've heard good things about those, Sammy. So they actually like, they don't take away from like the connection strength, and they don't affect like the speed and stuff, do they? So I've heard from my previous property, where it was a bit of a problem at times. One of the new stations previews based on Dawlish. That's giving me a bit of an idea. Why can't they make like a whole route or a whole line based off a real one? I don't just mean like different stations or station names that have been inspired by real ones, but I mean like let's say for example the Riviera line, right? The Riviera line inspired. So maybe the names are fake or knockoffs, but the scenery is like relatively close. The stock that runs there, so that you're not worried about stepping on any toes regarding licensing. And I think that would make for a really cool experience. I use them upstairs. I'm just gonna play Overwatch on it without any issue. Okay, interesting, Sammy. I'll bear that. I'll bear that in mind. It might be handy for the future. I know I've been saying it for a while now, but I am getting out of here soon. Was very close to actually recently, but we're getting out of here soon, and I don't know what the situation will be at the next property, so could come in handy. To be honest, I needed it here. I think I was also looking at it for this property when we first moved, but I solved that problem by buying a very, the cable that connects your router to like the wall. I just brought a super long one because the thing's in the hallway, and I got it routed down the hallway, through another short one, and then into the room, and then to the end of the room basically. And I made it work anyway. It was a bit of a pain in the ass, but I made it work. But fortunately now with the fiber in, I've got the whole thing right here. But I do need an adapter though, because the Wi-Fi doesn't really reach the far end of the living room. You got a gamer wife, Sammy. That's so cool. The only games I've really managed to get my wife involved in are trying to get her to like get into some form of comfortability with regards to driving. Like I've got her on the wheel on like city car driving, and it was fun for both of us. But I just don't know, as being like naturally a non-gamer, what would be a good path to like reel her in. The Millbridge branch is remodeled to be now based on the Great Western Main Line. Oh, cool. The new extension is actually based on the... Oh! See? See? That's... goats. Actual goats. Actual goats. The only thing that SCR are doing that is really cool is the announcements. They've got the real, like, voice. That's... No one can deny that is a very cool thing. And the network is cool, but the quality of it isn't. Someone's at the door. Oh, I was muted. Yeah, I was saying apparently I'm losing my mind. No one's at the door. Nothing came through the door. The missus didn't hear anything. I'm losing it. That's the only explanation. Cat 6 cables are usually latency free up to 100 meters. It can't be a wide connection. Absolutely not. Never. Never, never, never. The real announcements in SCR are cool, yes. Wife's very particular about her games. Every now and again, I expose her to a new game and she'll get addicted for a couple of weeks. Last one is Civ. Really? Apparently, is that the new one? Apparently, it's not it, you know. From like the weathered Civ community, the veterans of the Civ world, apparently the last one was not it. Played it non-stop for a few weeks and hasn't touched it since. Also, if you're in passenger view in BR, the sounds adjust appropriately. In the ATX, if you're in an unpowered coach cab car, you won't hear the sound. But if your camera's on a driven axle, the motor sound will be really audible. See? That's an example of something that is done better there than in this game. SCR when you're in the interior, yeah. Again, just a lack of attention to detail. That's what it comes down to, man. That's what separates a lot of... no matter what game. What separates mediocre and average from quality is attention to detail. Always, 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 always. Especially in a niche like train simming. You know, we're nerds that are very particular. We're very particular about our hobby. And we want it to be done right. And when it's not done right, we will know. And it will bug us. Like imagine if Call of Duty gets some details on a gun wrong. Who's gonna care? Like looking at the bigger picture, who will care? The last Civ is absolute buns. I've gone back to the older version of the game. Yeah. That's very much in line with what I've been hearing. See those types of games, yeah, I've never been into them. But I do wonder if I could. I do wonder if I could. I really love the audible tone change in the VR 8 extraction audio at 45 miles per hour. And I assume that's as per reality as well. That's not boring, Cora. It's not boring. I'm not one of the people who's gonna come and say, ugh, plastic toy train crap. Bro, you like what you like. There are pros and cons with literally every like type of train, every era in the train world. As per reality, nice. Attention to detail on the GWR cab of the ATX. In what way? I wonder what percentage of braking is suppression. I kind of need to know that. Because that is what quietens the alarm when the speed drops. In all the other ATX cabs, there's a power plug in the dash. However, in the GWR 800/802, there's an analog speedo there. Oh, right, as in, like, it's not just copy and paste, basically. Again, you know, not in every single instance of this game, but a lot of instances where that sort of level of detail and changes would need to be made, they're not made here. And as a matter of fact, it's getting worse. Like, it's one thing not remodeling a cab, right? But at least give it the correct livery for the route and the time period that it runs in. See you later, Sammy. Have a good one, mate. Enjoy. Thank you for hanging around, my man. The 801 has the emergency diesel available in BR, however, it's all classified as EMU, which I think makes sense. It makes sense considering it's a backup. It's not actually intended to be used in regular service. Unfortunately, BR had to remove the fake branding from their trains, so only the striping, the FT actual. Really? What was the fake branding? What did it say? That's poor. That's poor. Imagine going after a Roblox game that had fake branding. That's very disappointing. No, I know they usually do parodies, but do you know exactly like what this one said? See how no other train operating company cares? And some of them are very obviously, you know, ripped off. But it's just not that deep. It's a little game on Roblox. It's a way for kids to get to get interested into the world of trains and such. Oh, so it's the same letters, but just like a different order. It's not that deep, man. It's actually not that deep. Are the guys behind it making money? Very, very likely. As a matter of fact, I would say for certain. But come on. Come on. It's not that deep. There's a Class ATX from FNE. Parts of Evan which still has. Oh, really? They could get in trouble for that, you know. If it hasn't been pointed out if it's been pointed out and it's been left there, that's a ballsy play. If it's an accident, they could actually still get in trouble for that. If DFC are really willing to sort of swoop down that low, then they would definitely do something about that. You would think anyway. Surf, hello. Good to see you again. Good to see you becoming a regular as well, my guy. Are you part of our Discord? Oh, there's like a floating gas bubble, air bubble somewhere in my chest. It keeps moving around. I need to like, sorry. I need to like burp it out. I don't even see what the issue is. Okay, made official BR logo an issue. What's the problem? It's not that, bro. To me, there's no problem. To me, there is no problem. Usually, I think brands would worry about their image, right? Brands would worry about their image. Please tell me what image is being tarnished here, you know, by having it in the game. It just seems so petty. That's why I'm so disappointed about it, because it's so unnecessary. Not sure. If you're not Surf, you're more than welcome, my man. You're more than welcome. Glad to hear you're doing well. I'm good, thank you, man. I'm good. I'm good. In all honesty, yeah, these last couple of weeks have been very, very up and down mentally. Very up and down. Nothing too crazy, but just bit rough. There's a lot going on. But overall, I'm good, man. I'm blessed, honestly. I'm blessed, man. I got my health. Got my family. Well, half of them. And, yeah, man. I'm chill. Then you have the Netherlands Spoorwagon, which is actually enthusiastic about people making a trade in the simulator. Chris Trains? Is that who you're referring to for Train Sim Classic? Good guys, Spoorwagon. Or Spoorwagon, I don't know how you would pronounce that. Honestly, good guys, man. That's what we need more of. Like, be inviting, be warm, be cuddly. People already have, you know, there's that like default mindset that a lot of people have about big companies and big brands. Try and reverse that, you know? Try and reverse that. Be like a big cuddly bear. See the vision. See the vision. Because for me, again, Roblox is a way for, and you can be you can be an adult and play Roblox, but the majority of the players are going to be kids, and it's a way for them to like get involved and become more fond of the brands that they see, and in their own little way, like be part of that whole system, which obviously they're not able to do in reality. And who knows, man, you know. If a train operating company is represented really well, or a train is represented really well, that could be a seed in a kid's heart, and they could grow to love that company or love that train, and you know, that's the path they might decide to go down in their later life. But to come against a kid's game is just crazy, man. Are they in their right to? Yes, absolutely. But to actually, like go through with it, is wild. Actually, it's access to the trains from NS. That's very cool. Very, very cool. It does help. It does help, and I think that should be the attitude in general. That should be the general attitude. I said something that I wrote for my pimp. Excuse me. To someone who is helping me. They said, yeah, basically trying to explain in a nice way, you know. But why are you talking to your pimp then? I didn't know you had one. Your work environment just got a lot more interesting. It's funny that we had the ICNG and TSE before the thing actually was in passenger service in real life. I didn't even know that. That's incredible. That's like an SCS level of partnership. And talking of that, listen, I've been vocal about my concerns with SCS and their games. However, the fact that they're at the level where trucks will now work with them to reveal brand new trucks is very cool. Very, very cool. Glad we're doing well in the timetable. We started off quite badly. It's a lot of chit chat outside my window. Oh, personal management plan, and I was just meant to know. I like pimp better, and that will be the law moving forward. You have a pimp at work. We had the ICNG available in TSC in April 22. The first time I ran in passenger services was in Okay, I'm thinking there was like a month difference, maybe a few weeks, a whole year. Over a year. Wild. I'm now starting to get a bit more of an idea of what kind of came together, what was orchestrated to make this guy and his mods as popular as they are. I've been very much asleep on the whole TSC side of things. I think I finally burped it out. Or part of it anyway. So it wasn't even officially in service, it was just a test. But see, here's the thing. This is why these things are good, even for the TOCs themselves. Because now I'm certain there was a much larger group of people that were even more interested, or that maybe weren't interested at all and were now interested in this train, that sort of made some noise about it. Whereas otherwise, the introduction of the train would have been a lot more quiet, if that makes sense. As in, it was almost like a marketing thing as well. Like it works both ways, man. It works both ways. It's good for everybody involved. That kind of thing. When this game is working well, and the mods are when the mods are modding, it makes for a great experience. I won't lie. I won't lie. Like just this little outside view, just like this. Everything looks good. God damn it. Don't ruin it for me. Everything just looks great. And like it's smooth, the trains just, you know, it's all smooth, everything's under control. Wonderful, honestly. Oh, god damn it. I've only gone and done it again. It will actually continue to go down as we're approaching the red. I might just... I was going to say let it coast, but we are on a pretty steep gradient. In December 24, it was only put officially in full service, fully taken over services from the old ICRMH plus 186 rolling stock. Wow. So my guy basically had, like, in a way, 2 years early access to a real train. A whole train. It would be very cool if there was like that sort of working relationship in general in gaming, whether it be sports, racing, which is sports, simulation, trucks, trains, farming. It just seems like the default nowadays in this generation or in this era is like negative. I do have a mod that makes US headlights extra bright. I like it. Although apparently it goes back if you turn the lights, if you go to the outside view and come back in. So if it's as bright as this, and I turn them off, make them bright. Oh no, it's the same. Is it just freight trains then? Maybe it's just freight trains that it interferes with, I don't know. Els, my broski, what you telling me, bro? Nice and early today. What a king. How you doing? 12 PM, bro, it's all about rise and grind. You know what, G? I respect the vision, man. I respect the vision. New me. What, streaming? I've been doing this, bro. Been doing this. We ain't new to this. How's work? How's work been? Don't get too gassed about the work rate though, boss, because once the arrivals pop out, it's peak. My guy, what, you still getting active? Love it. Wednesday night is actually like a late night, I won't lie. Wednesday and Thursday nights, they're just lit by default. The twins, innit? Like once the twins are out. Bro, how am I gonna do it? Thursday to new Friday. That's been the thing for time though, innit? It's like a uni students thing, but I don't know. For me personally, like that was like I had like I had a lot of things personally that were happening on Thursdays over the last like, well, many years. Thursdays are always lit for me, man. Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good, man. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like, I'll try, obviously, innit? I'll have to like do some trial and error. But like ultimately, I'll stream for 3-4 hours, twice a day. It should be okay, right? Like, should be okay. And then the time that I'm not streaming, I can take over. I don't know. Could work. Could work. I'd have to see. Even if it means I still got to do the school run myself. Which is the case anyway, and you know, we're making it work, so. What, broski's got no faith? No faith at all. Broski, yes, call it a day, man. Just wrap it up now. Just end the scene here. No, have faith, bro, man. Have faith. No, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. It's gonna be a mad thing. It's gonna be a mad thing, but it's a blessing, man. Got a little team in it, man. Got the little ones that are already here. Me and the missus. We got a little team, man. The team's strong. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Both of us. On my side, first cousins, and then on her side, somewhere a little bit beyond that. But these ones are like the chances of these ones, I think are 0.2%, I think, or 0.4%. Like they're not like same gender. Like they've got their own. There's like two. How can I say it? Like they've each got their own room basically. They're not like sharing one place, which is like the more common twins method. I don't know. I'm just gonna use that gaming terminologies. I'll explain it in Fortnite terms. Honestly, Cora, I'm used to it. Like, I don't have a choice but to just be a local slow ass service. I need to talk to Nabil about that and see like if he's actually done any progress, if he's made any progress, because that was what we planned. If he has made progress and I can afford to buy some faster trains, fine, that would be great. If not, then well, I'm cooked. Oh, it's like camera. Got a dash cam on the train. Either the camera's just slowly bouncing up and down, or I am, or the ground is. Gotta give way to intercities, yeah. And you know, they'll just fly past and sound their horns, which is fine. But it almost comes across as like just teasing, you know? Like, haha, look at me. I still can't believe Roblox, man. I think I tried it for the first time. Was it last year or the year before? I think maybe 2024. Because in my mind, it was still just a kids game from like that I remember from like 2010. people keep asking me to play. I'm like, bro, Roblox. You want me to play Roblox? And my mind was blown. I didn't even know that's a thing. I did not even know that's a thing. I try and just do things properly, legally, legitimately. But if I'm having a bad day and I'm getting teased by all these intercity services, I don't know, man. I might have to bite back. Yeah, yeah, like facts. Like genuinely, there are multiple things. Like I said earlier, like I'm not exaggerating. I'm not like trying to say OTSW is a bad game. Neither am I trying to say, oh, Roblox is so cool. Just from an unbiased perspective, it does so many things better. We won't even talk about the guard mode implementation way before this had it. Not that I personally care for it, but I would rather play it on British Rail than here. The guard mode here is it's nothing to shout home about. But see, I'm so cool. I'm so cool, Dan. I'm so good that I don't get put off. You know, I don't get put off. Any footage of me spadding or getting emergency braked is either due to a game bug or it's been edited. You know, they hate to see you win, man. At times, when is it not fun, Cora? I feel like you've had some interesting, let's say, experiences. It wasn't fun when it was broken. There was a time when it was just like not working well. It was just like glitched service. That sucked. You're an inner city driver. Yes, yeah. So, what does that mean? That the guarding might be impacted, or is it just that you don't do it anymore, or you don't do it often? There's a lot of gas in my chest. I don't know why. What usually gasses you up? Like gassy drinks, right? Like fizzy drinks. Haven't had that. I haven't eaten anything this morning, so it couldn't have been something I've eaten. It's honestly just begun since I started streaming. Oh, goodness me. What happened to the metaverse? Is that still a thing? No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I'm not overspeeding. Ah, suppression is the key. But suppression is not its own thing, though. It can be its own thing, but it's not at the same time. Why? These American trains confuse me. And that alarm was so dramatic for the situation. I thought the German ones were over the top. 45 minutes. Then no, it's not that one, because the journey I do, it takes more than 1 hour. The journey that I do. It takes more than an hour. 100%. It takes longer than an hour. I think it stops everywhere. I think it stops at every station. Ah, maybe. Maybe. If that's the longest one, then yeah, that. All I know is it was the longest one and it was over an hour. That would make sense. Starting at Cuffley and then finishing there as well. Hi, Nabil. How are you, boss? Good to see you. Welcome. Oh. Ho, ho. Doesn't get easier. Nabil, can you believe this, bro? Is this unmodded? What does the title tell you? And it's not exaggerated, by the way. It's not exaggerated. I actually counted. That's good to hear, bro. I'm good, thank you, my man. And bro, no crashes. Well, I went. My test bed was the service yesterday on Southeastern High Speed that was chalked. This works completely smoothly there, smooth as butter. The game's loading time isn't even that long. If I tell you how perplexed I am about the whole thing, I don't know, bro. I got 300 plus altogether. I've got 301 to be precise. Oh yeah, that's very accurate way of putting it. That is a very accurate way of putting it, bro. I'd moved the so the route would load, and then it's at like 2 FPS. So basically go back to when I used to stream on this PC, and it would be at its worst. It was that, and then it would be smooth as hell for maybe 3 seconds, and then it would go back to that for 5-10 seconds, and then be smooth, and then go back to that again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And I deleted all the mods, and it just didn't fix itself. I even did I even did the verify files thing. From the time that didn't fix anything, you know you're cooked. It's not the first time I've been in that situation. I still am, by the way. And here's the thing. I narrowed it down to 10 mods that it could be that was causing that issue. And I got all the way down to 10 mods that it could be. And I was like, you know what? Does it even matter? Does it really even matter? The train's there. I can load into the route. I'm good. I'm good. And then I just loaded everything else in. Can I tell you what 10 mods it was? That it was one of them? Absolutely not. Because I don't think, once I found out the one, I don't think I would have removed it. Well, that's a good question. I then wondered, am I missing services? Because when I click that one train, it says there's 200 and something services. And I wonder if I'm now missing some services. But honestly, bro, I think that's a small price to pay. Considering that in return, I get a better game, basically. What do you mean I don't have TSW stuff? You don't need to mumble it, Cora. You don't even need to whisper it. It is very loud and clear. Oh, right. Whatever that was, I don't think I got it back. I deleted it. It wasn't anything specific to Southeastern High Speed. And then I accidentally emptied. I didn't accidentally do it. I did it on purpose, but I forgot that there were mods that I was going to move back. And I just emptied my recycle bin. I think each way, I think end to end, about an hour and a half, Cora, depending on what you're driving. It's long. It's long. It's a big old route. I do have TSW2 mods. I think. Like TSW2 mods that were made compatible with TSW3. Oh, not those ones. No. As a matter of fact, I haven't looked anywhere else. I didn't look on trainsim.cz for anything. I didn't look on railsim.de. I got one mod from railsim.de, and that was only because it was linked from one of the mods on trainsim trainsim community. Because that version of the mod on railsim worked in TSW6, but the latest one on TSWC doesn't. Need to leave this. I don't know, I'm an addict. I think those are next. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to get a lot from trainsim.cz. The only thing I'm confident that I will get is... Oh, I need the Mastery Unlocker. Is the Mastery Unlocker part of Game Tools, or is it different? But I would need that and the Class 700 timetable for Brighton Mainline. Alright, Cora. Have a lovely rest of your day, mate. Thank you very much for hanging out. The torrent took me just over 2 hours. Just over 2 hours. But I only downloaded what I needed. I didn't download everything. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't have been able to download everything. I don't have enough space. It's the window now that's always open with TSW. Really? That's annoying. And doesn't it mess with some other things as well? There's a reason why I didn't have it installed. There's a reason why I didn't have it installed. I didn't switch, no. uTorrent does the job fine. It blows my mind that my game's running better than before I got all of these mods. Fake Rolls Royce. That's all that car is. It would be nice if these lights turned on automatically when the doors were open, not all the time. I like the weathering here. Nice little detail. It did get very frustrating at times doing the downloading from my phone. When it works fine, it's a great process, but when like the latency starts developing issues for whatever reason, and you're having to see things seconds later after you've done them, makes it a nightmare. uTorrent does have ads, yeah, but honestly, with how rarely I use it, it's not something that bothers me. And even if I did use it often, I don't think it would bother me. How do you know it's faster? What's your source for that information? Efficient handling of many connections and reduced CPU usage. Can read it up everywhere. Okay. I don't really mind. It's not that deep to me. Like what software I use. I don't have any issue with like changing. Whenever I have time and I remember, I'll make the switch. I honestly think the Boston to Worcester route on here, I need to give that journey mode another run. With the real weather, no way I did a whole thing in rain. The fact that they even programmed the route that way is so bad, so bad. Even if the vicinity is known for bad weather, you don't do that. You make sure of it. Is it that deep? It's not. It's not. I'll answer that question for you, because I know what you're gonna say. It's not. I promise you, bro. It's not. It's not. It's not. You can try and convince yourself, but you're not gonna convince me. A software I use maybe 3 times a year, with minor differences. What do you mean read it up? I'm talking about me moving to it. I thought you meant to say that you would make sure that I moved to it. Horrible stop again. What are you pondering on, Els? It'll be a better experience, but again, for something that I use like 3 times a year. Anyway, I'm happy to move. I'm happy to change. But I'm just not personally super fussed about it. I've lost one of my VR controllers. I have no idea where it is. I used to have one with my headset all the time. It was just like on the floor beside me. I don't know where that one is. The headset's here. The controller's not. I mean, you didn't even need to do that, bro. You know what? I never actually followed that conversation. Let me have a quick gander at how that conversation went. Okay, I thought ASR like continued with it. It's bad, man. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's not mid. When you're comparing it to the real thing, it's bad. In its own right, in its own bubble, it's mid. But when you're comparing it to the real thing, it's bad. When the bill talks, we listen and ponder. He wanted to compare with real footage. Come on, man. Tell him stop it. He's being silly. Bro wants like an actual cab ride, and then the thing is, this is ASR for you, and his undying love for Simrel. You provide that if it was there, if it was somewhere available. You provide that for him. Again, you would see very clearly that Simrel does not compare very well to reality. And then there would be another thing that he would say. And it would just be more and more ridiculous as it goes. You get one for us, Els. Bro, you got money. You got money like that. Go get us a cab ride, man. And you can help us compare. Have I got one on the underground? Yeah. Bro, I had it when I was still in training. I hadn't even like started properly working yet. Allegedly. In a dream that I had yesterday. Northern. And I've been in the cab of the new Piccadilly line trains, but I didn't like go for a spin. When ASR talks, you fall asleep. I didn't even acknowledge that. No, when ASR talks, you fight the urge to pull your hair out. So they added new flowers and called it a vegetation update. The screenshots were lying. This is why, because that's how it seems. That's absolutely how it seems. And that's why I'm going to wait before I say anything to see it for myself. And I'm not going to compare anything. I'm going to drive through in various different areas, through various different areas, and just by the vibe, by the feeling. This, because that was the same way that I came to the conclusion that the scenery was trash. I'll do it the same way. I will see what's changed. Autogen is not a good enough excuse for me. Do we know that is crap? The vast majority of the time, if not all the time. Yes. That doesn't excuse it though. It was a bit surreal at first, Els. And I don't know, I felt like it ended too quickly. It ended too soon. Maybe I was having fun. But me and the driver were just like chatting away, chatting away. So maybe that was a bit of a distraction as well. Allegedly. Allegedly. But when I say ignited the child in me, that's a very particular experience. And you know I like to be very particular. No, but it was exciting. It was exciting. I was excited. It made me more excited at the prospect of being in that driver's seat myself. But it wasn't like, oh, an experience I'd never forget. I think honestly, the being in the cab of the Piccadilly line train was more like cool for me. I think what ignited the child in me was my trip to Brands Hatch, which makes sense. Cars are my my first passion, my first love. Just being on the track was just, oh man, taking it all in. Just seeing all the cars and just admiring them. Yeah, man, that was an experience. Would love to do that again. Two grey house assets all over the map. Bro, the first thing I noticed when we were looking at the map view was that, well, you pointed it out, and then after you pointed it out, it became very obvious. There were colours. The houses had actual colours on them. There were different colours too. Thing is, the house assets TSW are not great either, but they're varied enough. They're varied enough. That's the thing. Sometimes, just get the ball rolling, and then let my imagination do the rest. Why did you think I was gonna say something else? I'm capable of just having like a normal convo, you know. Usually when I'm moving mad, you're the one that triggers it. So something's got to be done about this correlation. I don't know what your like emote is by your name, but it reminds me of the Shopify logo. What's pause? No, bro, you need to go for a mental cleanse. Your mind's too dirty, bro. It's not in French, what? Your mind's too clogged, bro. It's brain rot. The rot has rotted your brain. I don't think the red in the speedometer should still be there. Or maybe there's just something I'm missing. Right, it's because I hadn't stayed on the suppression brakes beyond the yellow portion of the green. Oh, that's a long ass train on the left. No timetable mods, no. Not a single one. Although I believe I should have the 5 circle one. But I don't have it installed anyway. I think the 5 enhancement pack said that you need the timetable needs to be installed for it to work. For some reason, even if you don't use it. But I guess I'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah. Well, which one? Are you talking about the graphics one? He's got a lot of mods. Yeah, he's got a lot of mods. He's got enhancement packs, ballast, graphics, more graphics. He's got better. But why not just use one that's for your GPU? In his manual, it lists, you know, the beast, ultra, high, medium, and then it shows, it lists beside it what graphics cards like they're good for, basically. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Have you used any others? Because there are some other ones that are available. 60 to 40 to 50. Aye. How about that for sign language? Why did it give me a gold? I would have thought they've done that if they were all platinum. I guess gold is something. Maybe, you know, it's genuinely worth it. You might as well. Or start from low. Actually, no, you know, start from as high as you can do and then work your way down. Take that, stupid game. Try and give me a storm. Try and give me a stupid storm, bruv. The hell am I sitting in? Train is this? It is a bit laggy here. Whoa, what am I sitting in? Where do I even begin? Hold on, it'll come back to me, Headlights are on. They don't need to be bright. Dim is fine. Auxiliary lights, auto. Wiper right, low. Marker light on. I'll use some heating. Get the heating going, man. It's cold. It's raining. Do I need to do anything here? Train process data. Nothing's there. Local process data. Nothing. Train setup. Nothing. Train line status. Nothing. Interior sign message. Nothing. Select DTN. Nothing. Select TL. Nothing. Okay. Workshop dialogue. Nothing. Bet. forward, in. Should be everything really, innit? Should be everything. The hell am I driving, bro? Oh, it's you. You're jarring, man. Oh, something is piercing my ears. Something's piercing my ears.
Station stop is Dover. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
It's yesterday, but no one's doing a convoy, boss. You can try and do the same journey as I'm doing and pretend that we're driving together, you know? It's about as close as you're gonna get. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could actually do it. This train's gonna get some getting used to.
This station stop is Dover.
Cool, maybe if you heard that. What? Those lights look so cool. I've had some bad times with this train though, I'll be honest. Bro's keeping it real, man. I respect that. Pardon me. Is Els engaging in illegal pirating activities? That's wild. I thought you were a like a proper member of society. Els, it's what you're engaging in, bro. What am I hearing right now, man? I mean, I hear it. Like, if you've spent time making one of the best quality content for a game, and then people are just pirating it, I might have done the same. I'll keep it real. But there's always a workaround. There's always a way. Oh, what's going on in my chest, man? I really regret not getting a 3090, you know. I think the price difference, the price increase is so much less than the value increase, if that makes sense. Like the power, it was so much more powerful than the price would have suggested. Should have just gone for it, man. And I could have paid it as well. That's the thing that annoys me. But I thought to myself, well, is it necessary? It was flipping necessary, bro. 3080 Ti is amazing. That was my dream card once upon a time. I ain't got no qualms with that. But it's just annoying that I could have pushed the boundaries a little further, and I didn't. So do the dynamic brakes just not kick in or what? I'm trying to do this properly here. Hello? Okay, I take it as they just don't work. Never mind. Wow. I mean, it's a good business model from their end. Essling Lake, damn. This one I didn't like driving this train with safety systems. It slows you down so much. I have not invested into copper, no, and there's no yet.
The next station stop is
Bro's talking about some yet, like it's a goal of mine, it's a plan. Talking about some yet. No, it shouldn't be. It should not be at all. The handle off messed me up, man. That would have been decent. Chase code cars are not meta, bro. You're just a meta driver, that's it. Which one? The original Edmunds car or V2? V1. Alright, bro. You win the race with that. And I can agree to it. Okay, well, you might as well get cracking because I feel like that might take some practice. You can record it. You can record it. You'll be alright. People always say it's AI. I'll keep it real with you, brother. The only way it can be done is through AI. So you do your thing. Go to Grok. Win a race. Go to Grok, and say, "Yo, can you replace the car on the screen with this one?" From what I've seen on my short time on there, it's way too late for that, boy. As a matter of fact, don't you have to pay now to even use it that way? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, just even in regards to AI in general, it was let loose before any like laws were put into place for it, any regulation. They just let it loose with no consequence, like for what people were gonna use it for. I don't think any bubble's gonna pop though. I'll be real. It would be great because it would help with like PC parts and the cost of building a PC and stuff like that. I'd be happy for it for that reason, but I don't think there's any bubble that's gonna pop here,
The
man. This
next
is not a
station
bubble.
stop is Morris Plains. When leaving
This
the
is
train,
not a bubble.
please watch the gap.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Let me go back to my first chat in ChatGPT. I remember showing it to my this how long ago, bro. But I was still anyway. Um, yeah. Let me see if I can find the date of my first chat with it. I was still living at my parents when I started using it. That's the benefit of listening to like tech podcasts because they were just going crazy for it. I was like, whoa, this is something. It can do anything for you. Okay.
This station stop is Morris Plains.
Oh, it's only got from when I first started from when I made an account. When was that? When would that have been? Will it give me a date for it? Like when I started this? I don't think so. I don't know. But yeah, I was basically using it from when it first like made the news, made the headlines. No, October 2022. That would be roughly. That's roughly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Around that time. It would be. It would have been around that time. I'm pretty sure. It would have been around that time. I moved out of my parents' house in February 23. So it would have been that time. Yeah, it was. It was simpler, but then so were we. So were we. What examples? I remember like I was like to my sister like tell me anything you want to know right now. You know, tell me anything you want to know right now. It will tell you. I was saying it to my mum as well. I was like, yo, bro, this is sick. Like this is crazy. Like you know, like how mad this is. Yeah, I remember, man. Like I really, really remember vividly that experience. So in my parents' bedroom, and then my mum, my sisters were there, and I was just telling them like, listen, whatever you want right now, anything you want to know, tell me, and I'll type it in, and it will tell you. It was just like it was magical, man. It was magical. Yeah, but when you say the end, it's only gonna save
The
them
next
from
station
when you had
stop
an
is
account.
Morristown. When
Because
leaving
I
the
remember
train,
for a long time I
please
didn't
watch
have an
the gap.
account. As a matter of fact, no. I remember going back recently and seeing the questions that I was asking it that day. I want to check it on my computer instead of my phone. I don't really trust my phone. a patch? As in, like it fixes something, or does it just improve? Weather and wagon texture patch. I guess it just improves, right? The thing is, bro, I've done it. I've done it already, you know.
Station
Do I now
stop is
download it and then
Watertown.
use it as an excuse to stream it, or do I just leave it? Designed to add AP weather to the newly released. Can you, yeah, can you send me the link? Seeing as it's something I own anyway. Yeah, I think it would be a good idea to just have it. Thank you, boss. What's your problem? Are you gonna move or what? Wow, it just took you that long. Jesus. I need to go to the bathroom again. This is a long one. Might do so while we're here.
The next station stop is Convent Station.
What do you mean no words
When
needed?
leaving the
What does that
train,
even mean?
please watch
What
the
what
gap.
would the words have been?
This station stop is Convent Station.
I can't even think. What sort of mind games are you trying to play here, Nabil? Say what needs to be said, boss. If you're so certain about what you're saying, say what needs to be said. What more do you want from me? What more did you actually want from me? Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Get out my face. Beast, if you've got a 4080 as a minimum. Ultra, 3090 as a minimum. High, if you have a 20 series, a high-end 20 series GPU, like a 2080 Ti or a 2080 Super or equivalent. Medium, other 20 series cards or equivalent. And then the low / lighting changes only if you have anything below that. Cards not able to run medium, or for people that wish to run on DX11 due to CPU constraints. If you wish to use DX11, you obviously do not need to enable DX12 in Steam. So I think you go for this one. Low lighting changes. Yeah.
The next station stop is Madison. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Probably, yeah. Probably. Even with low though, you still gotta kind of, you know, see how you go. See how things go basically. But you know there are other mods there that are for like low end PCs to help gameplay be smoother.
stop is Medicine.
Yeah, no, but absolutely. Give it a go, man. Give it a go, 100%. How does that even make sense? What is happening to the wheels? Oh, do whatever you want to do, man. Honestly.
The next station stop is Chatham. When leaving the train, please watch the gap. This station stop is Chatham.
The problem is very deep with the game, bro. Very, very deep. It's not like other games. Bro, every driver would have the most diabolical neck pain. Hey, it's ridiculous, bro. Even just to have anything there is absolutely ridiculous. How that's made sense to whoever designed this train, I've got no idea. No idea. At some point, it's going to have important information. Like it says, like it's the power delivery there, the speeds, like there's the important information. It would be tough. It would be tough, but I think yeah, just about. Just about. Hello, Surf. Yeah, this is definitely one of the better US routes, without a doubt. Great effort was put into it, and you could tell, man. Could be argued it's the second best core route of the three, which is quite rare for the US route out of the bunch to even be considered to be not last. Well, this goes from New York Penn to I think it's got two like separate. So on the one hand you've got is this New York? Sunnyside. Okay, so yeah, this is the New York side. Then here you've got the Hilliard. Is there a terminus here? I don't know. On the other end you've got Dover. So from Dover to New York Penn with some things in between. My state knowledge is not at the level I can tell you, oh yeah, this state and that state.
Summit. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
I mean, I think the fact that, like, freight trains are prioritized above passenger services says quite a bit about the US and its trains, and perhaps the train culture as well.
This station stop is Summit.
That go via was very risky. Very, very risky. It was way too close to the station. Very, very easy to get caught out with it, by it. Let me know how it goes, man. I don't know where would be good for you to like. Oh, Mittenwaldbahn. Go try it out in Mittenwaldbahn. That one's a tough route. I don't know if you have any other routes that would be good to test something like this on. Is Benina demanding? If it is, then you can give it a go there. Okay. Then those two would be a good test base. The design is very human. I like the ballast. I think the ballast is a mod. Oh god damn it. Luckily it didn't have too much of an effect.
The next station stop is Short Hills. When leaving the
What the
train,
hell was that?
please
What was
watch
that?
the gap.
Do you go past like a basketball court and the sound just like glitched into the cab? I need to go back there. Sounded like someone bouncing a basketball.
This station stop is Short Hills.
Where was it? Like it was like around here somewhere. Yeah, it was sound effects from here. Just like super loud for some reason. Even from inside the train. What are we saying about there should be a mod to remove that? Yeah. Ooh, do you know what mod I completely forgot about? The one that removes the instruction sound. I haven't even like paid attention to it.
The next station stop is Millburn. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
It's definitely a glitched out surf, whether that's due to one of my 300 mods or the game itself. I ain't got a clue, fella, but that's definitely not meant to be happening. It is crazy, isn't it, when the situation really could be one of 300 plus mods or the game itself. I think that says a lot about the game. That too, Nabil. That too is a very valid point. Hopefully the British Rail update drops soon. Then I can have an excuse to go and play it. Go on. Let's have a little gander. You know what though? Let's be honest, yeah. You don't see that anywhere else. It's unique, it's creative, it's cute. Why not, man? I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. Why not, man? It's cute. Oh, snap, this is not. I mean, I would assume that there's like, you know, in the Olympics, they slide down one slope. I would assume that there's that there. That's how I understand it. That they have slopes. You're gonna have to ask Mike, but be careful, bro. He might bite you. You might piss him off. It's Mike, bro, without a doubt. I've never seen Lucas get mad at anything. I'll be honest. I don't even see him active. I don't see him type anything. It's Mike that's always on smoke. Bro's ready to beef anyone. I'm genuinely always surprised when he manages to stay calm when people like are being annoying. There was a discussion that I've been watching recently that he's involved in. I cannot believe he hasn't like pulled up to the guy's house and just smoked him.
Maplewood.
What happened to Jasper? That guy was Rivet. I don't know. He's hiding behind the scenes with the rest of the Rivet development team. Hello, Holy Trucker. You have to experience Nordic Horizons in VR. I love those Finland roads. I was hoping that today's American Truck Sim. I know it's not ETS2. That today's American Truck Sim could be VR. Depending on how quickly I can get back home, I could invest a bit of time to try and sort it. I don't know. Ooga booga. VR streams, I'm not gonna lie. As long as I'm bothered to actually play in VR, there's a lot more chance of them being like successful from my side because now it's quite easy compared to how it was before. Like easy to stream. Unless something's not behaving itself. Really, I haven't heard anything about that. I have to look into that, Holy Trucker. It's definitely not dying though. I really want to get myself a Pimax, but only when I see myself actually utilizing VR. It's the only reason I haven't gone for even like a Quest 3. I need to prove to myself that I would actually use VR. I just use VR for ETS2 and ATS and Train Sim on the Flight Sim 2024. Do you not play any games like inside the headset? Yeah, I've seen the fishing mod. It's cool. It's very cool. Like if you are such a proper hardcore train simmer, it opens the game a little bit, innit? Like you could, like role play, fly in somewhere for a little fishing trip. It's nice, man. It adds to the game. It's funny to see, but I do think it's very cool. I won't lie. I need to find out how these bot works and use them to market, to advertise my channel. What we say in the bill, performance-wise, how's it looking? Possibilities are endless, holy trucker. Possibilities are truly endless. I feel like the speed limit here should be so much higher than 60, man. What are we actually doing? Like, this is a fast line. I need to be seeing 120 miles per hour. And smooth gameplay to boot. You always get in Innsbruck, okay, okay. Have you moved the God mode? Sorry, have you moved the two files to the right places? Because there's 2,000 there, isn't it? And then you have to copy the INI. Like, have you done? I know it's not your first time, but just making sure you've done. Like, if you're getting the exact same, you know, just in case. Okay. Hello, Cardar. Yes, indeed. Thankfully, I did what I said I was going to do. I turned down the quality, which makes it look not too bad on Twitch. However, YouTube looks horrendous. It looks horrendous. I don't know why. Maybe now I understand why people don't watch over there too often. How are you doing, though, my man? Have you been streaming today? No streaming today, fair enough. Next week's Krakow and Fernbus. I don't know if you've seen any of the UK content on Fernbus Carda, but annoyingly enough, it's looking really good. It's looking really, really good. And I think I will have to go back. They're still recovering. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm going to go back once London, not London, once the UK DLC comes out. You know what? I actually don't know about that. I should probably watch some more of that live stream. I want to. I just keep forgetting, to be honest. But from like the geography of the first few minutes of the video that I saw, yo, it won't change the physics and the sound. No, of course not. But hey, man, if someone can mod a horse into the bus, then maybe something can be done about Fernbus. No, Scotland, no Wales. Really, I actually didn't know that. Well, if it's because they spent so much time developing and working on the rest of the country, then I could be understanding of it. Yeah, why did it suck, Holy Trucker? What did I miss? That is fair, yeah. Nabil does make a good point. Nabil does make a good point. They do say England DLC, not UK. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. You couldn't understand it, right? So did you just ignore the rest of it, like what they were showing, and just decided because you don't understand it, it sucks? Well, to be fair, I think that's a valid reason for a stream sucking, I guess. Just like the UK price for England DLC. I mean, everything for that game is overpriced. Let's be honest. Anything that's above 100% discount is overcharging. Yeah, it was in German, Holy Trucker. It's 30 euros. Jesus, man. The audacity. That is Aerosoft's audacity right there in a nutshell, to be completely honest with you. If you're familiar with Aerosoft, you'll be familiar with that. Sometimes I feel sorry for the people that are involved in those decisions that don't actually know anything about what they're deciding on. I mean, it would have made sense, Holy Trucker. The same for the Simroll stream the other day. It was showing off some unreleased things, and it was just in Polish. At least for the Fernbus stuff, there was closed captions. For that live stream, there was niche. I've heard Morocco are in the finals, Nabil. I can't believe I'm missing out. Do you know how much cool things I've missed out since I stopped watching football? I've also missed out on a lot of pain and depression. So honestly, I still count it as a win. I'm sure there were a lot of people celebrating around London when we made it to the semi-finals, the finals. Bro, London was chaotic, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We joined in as well. I was still at my parents at the time. We got a car. We had the Moroccan flag. I just joined in, man. We took over Trafalgar Square. Completely took over Trafalgar Square. Fireworks, flares. I still got the pictures and the videos. It was lit. I'm not gonna lie. It was lit. I'm not gonna lie, G. I might have to get involved with that one myself. I don't know how I do it though. I don't know. It's not really the same in my family anymore, so I can't really, can't really do that. So I just have to go out by myself and celebrate. That pacer timetable was awesome in VR2. Be honest with me, Holy Trucker. Be honest with me. Be honest with me. See, when you do VR, yeah? What's the quality like? Inside your headset, what's the video quality like? All money spent will be used on improving the driving physics. Yeah. Yeah. Soon. Soon to be released. I did not know that, no. No. Is it a good DLC? Or at least good compared to everything else? What's PG? I have to switch to like diesel mode. Just a couple cities with Denmark signs. Jesus. Sounds about right. Best I can squeeze for a quest 2. ChatGPT set me up and it's freaking amazing what that thing can do. Really? What was the prompt? Can you copy and paste what you asked it to do, please? So then I can do the same thing. One thing I really like about this route, it might be long, but it really does give you the satisfaction of feeling like you've gone from one place to another. You would say as well that it's one of the worst. One of the worst when we're talking about Fernbus DLCs. Really puts it into perspective. Wow. That really means something. Carla, are you no longer playing those the train games that have like videos as the game? I forgot the name. JR East, yeah. I always want to pronounce JR as Junior. Wait, what? Are we meant to be on a 60 limit? How the hell has that gone to 90? And only when we're 5 miles away now. You're still playing it, yeah? Okay. I did have it for a short time. I did try it. I really did. And yeah, it just didn't click with it. Either low high or high low. The first one is short and the second one is long. I blew way too much money on it. Spent like 500 in 2 months. Oh my lord. Holy trucker, do you know that you could have gotten it the same way that you get your other things? Hello there, ASL. How are you doing? Yeah, in all honesty, Holy Trucker, VR does give you like a whole different like way of playing the game. I'm pretty sure I would have like my very specific favorites as well if I used it regularly. Blackpool Branch is constant 60. Let's go, bro. My guy, low key, we were meant to start with medium, but don't worry about it. Stick with what Jetwash said because that's his own mod, and then be cool. You're good. Don't fall into the FOMO trap. Last night Real Madrid match was crazy. What, did they win 1-0? They lost 3. Okay, they lost 3-2 in Spanish Kings Cup. Important tournament. Albacete. Who the hell are Albacete? Which is on the bottom third of the Spanish. Okay. That's kind of okay. I'll give that one to you. I'll let you have that one. That is kind of crazy. However, were Real Madrid playing like their B team or something? You think so, Carter? Did you watch it? Did it seem like that? Everyone's laughing at them. So they played their first team. Stinkers. Absolute stinkers. Hello, Novinus. How you doing? Why do you guys all come like near the end? Why? Just now I want to chill and spend time with you lot, but I'm leaving in 20 minutes. Alkmaar won 6-0. So who the hell are Alkmaar? I saw that ASR. It means nothing because there's no multiplayer in it. What am I going to do with it? Do not tell me to play single player. Do not have the audacity. Why do I stream so early? Bro, why do you guys come so late? That's the important question here. I did read the patch notes, yes, ASR. Not that anything memorable sticks out other than the vegetation, in all honesty. Quite lengthy. I mean, quite lengthy, but I remember the only thing I remember from it is vegetation. Very lengthy for adding a couple of flowers. Oh no. Oh no. Saving game is now a thing. Okay, that's good. That's a good. I didn't notice that actually. That's good. Last couple of days I played ETS2 in VR. I felt like I was dead and the kids come into my game room and kill my immersion. Reminded me what I actually am. It be like that, man. You can't hate on the kids though, bro. You can't hate on the kids. It do be like that though, man. It do be like that. VR really does. Like a good VR experience makes you forget what you actually are. That's an easy sign of a good VR experience. Always. Old scenarios got remade. Did it go into detail about how ASR? Tracks is shaky with freight at 120 kilometers an hour. Okay. Nice to see some track unevenness. There's a mod for that for this game, but I don't know. I don't think I trust it just yet. Does seem cool as a concept, and it's in beta, but still. That's sick, Nabil, honestly. On Blackpool branches as well. That was my... Listen, to know whether the game's good or not, you take it there. That one service that I had, that would tell you all you needed to know. Okay. I would say that's another, like, solid, positive ASR, for sure. And I think it should also be acknowledged that they're revisiting old content and improving it. I think given the current state of games nowadays, that's something to notice. That one specific run, bro, 1 something in the afternoon, class 47 with the intercity livery starting at, was it Preston? I think starting at Preston. Can't forget it. My game's running at about 2 FPS, but good. I like it. I like it like this. Do it on purpose.
This station stop is New York Penn Station.
God damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Am I gonna regret doing that? No. I will not. Okay, we got 50. What the hell do I do in 15 minutes, bro? There's not a single thing that I can do here that's gonna take me 15 minutes. Basically, full remake, same content, no new audio, and AI trains coming soon. TM on the old ones. The single player guy said that he wanted to remake all and not remake 5 with AI. Okay. Would be nice if its AI trains had come already, but it's bueno. ChatGPT told me to use CA only for VR and use NVIDIA to sharpen your game and scaling, not the game of 80 FPS from NVIDIA's. Scaling from NVIDIA gives you back like another 80 FPS at least, and TAA. Okay, I'll have to do some digging. I mean, look, I'm not saying that's okay, but it's more understandable than the other one, you know? I'm not saying I condone it, but there's levels. Oh my god, there is actually a 15-minute run. It's 2:18. Yeah, there's something a little bit less. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I did a good decision. Yes. You, normal. Where's the other bastard? On. Sit. Where are the doors? On the left? Open doors. In. Dim. Auto. Where's my heater? I don't know if it's cold or not, actually. We'll see when we go outside. Forward. Jesus, 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 Jesus. A lot going on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where do I even begin? My video train spotting here should have done much better than it actually did. Hello, boys. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I read that. Bro, I read that and I just like, yeah, okay, bro. Yeah, alright, bro. Cool. Bro just wanted a reason to flex 600 euro speakers. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Shout out to my boy, man. Shout out to my boy. Sometimes you just gotta do it to him. Without warning. Just drop it on them, man. I saw dealing with the issue here, so I thought you sorted it. I thought it was one of the security updates. You might just have to do a reinstall, you know. I'm not gonna lie, the way it's looking, if I was you, I think I'd start considering the option. That's Windows for you, man. The one and only, the legendary. So technically, it was before the updates even were installed, but I thought, you know what? Listen, mate, we might as well while we're here, you know. Now you know that it's not the fault of these updates. We might as well go for it. I haven't Holy Trucker, no. I don't think it would change much compared to what I've got going on already, if I'm honest with you. What a security update issue, Carter. So this was like really a thing. Not that I doubted ASR, but I thought it was maybe like one little problem. Why do we need security updates? I mean, you know, each to their own. Each to their own. Oh, there's a lot more to worry about than pirate work. having been sailing the high seas for maybe 15 years. Not 15 years, maybe 17, 18 years. Not once. Not once have I ever been a victim of a hack or a virus. I'll tell you what though, it's the ones that you don't expect. Those are the ones that you need to be worrying about. That's the only way to drive these trains. That's the correct way to drive these trains. You almost crashed while uninstalling the update. What threw you off is Belchov station fixes. What's wrong with Belchov? What was there that needed fixing? Oh,
The next station
that's very
stop
interesting
is
then.
Secaucus.
Very
When
interesting.
leaving the train, please watch the gap.
Holy Trucker, I had the game and every single DLC. So by the way, so when I say when I say I gave it a go, I really mean it. And it didn't even take that much space. I was surprised. Kind of makes sense though. A little sign saying GSM RPL. What, in the beta? Like that's all that's there? Maybe they're doing things behind the scenes and that patch note was like not meant to be public. Maybe they have like an internal thing that they update.
This station stop is
Hey,
Secaucus.
the objective marker sound is back. Well, I mean, I've only just noticed, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal, boys. At the end of the map changed. It's not a real end of the map anymore as the game internally lists all the tracks kilometers away from the map. Hold on, I need to read that again. That didn't make much sense. It's not the end of the map. It's not a real end of map anymore. What do you mean by it's not a real end of map anymore? As the game internally lists all the tracks kilometers away from the map. Okay, I think I understand. Needs to get to Newark ASAP. And it feels like they selected stuff not to show instead of it's not developed. Real end of map is like there's full detail, then detail disappearing, no HLE disappears, track disappear, then the void starts. So this is the case of the most full detail all the way to the start of the void, where it feels like they just simply selected the map section, made it invisible for players. Right. I guess that's a sign for things to come, right? Maybe. Holy trucker, I don't know what prompt you gave ChatGPT. But I'm gonna try and mess around with it myself. I don't know if I'm gonna have time. That's the only problem. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to muck around with it. How do I reset power from here? I think we went through like some sort of neutral section. How do I reset power from here? I have no clue. Select your hardware to make the perfect game of ATS and ETS doing VR for you. Okay. Sounds pretty straightforward. More straightforward than my current situation. Nothing here works. Can't interact with this. That's cool. I have no power. I'm not quite sure how to get the power back.
The next station stop is Newark Broad Street. When leaving the train, please watch the gap.
So we're just gonna slowly coast. And then well, get as close as we can, and then I'm just gonna skip the objective. See, when you're in the cab, it tells you. Not when you're on this side. Vodge Metropolitan. You abroad. Okay, I really do need to wrap up ASAP. Please, can we coast a little bit faster? Volvo. I hate that word. Oh my god. I really do hate that word, man. Come on, man.
This station stop is Newark Broad Street.
That was great, guys. Right, I need to go right now. Thank you very much for being part of the stream. I'll see you guys later on for some American Truck Sim. Maybe it will be VR, maybe not. Most likely not, but we'll see. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe. Health is wealth. Until next time, peace out.